Hello! Welcome to another vlog. Not quite week's reading vlog because, as you can tell from the title and the thumbnail, this vlog is the next installment in Read It Like, and I am so excited to be reading it like Gavin. Like, I just feel like this is going to be so much fun. There are some great choices for this, and I'm really looking forward to it. This is going to be jam-packed with middle grade, and for the month of whatever you want-a-thon, it's perfect for your middle grade monarchs, me and Gavin. It made sense. Everything about doing this right now made sense. But before we get into the video, I would like to say a big thank you to the sponsor of this video, which is GlassesUSA.com. Ta-da! Do you like my new glasses? They're from GlassesUSA.com. I really like them. I think they're really snazzy, and I always forget that I'm short-sighted, and then I put a pair of glasses on and I'm amazed that I can see. And I'm telling you, the quality of these lenses is brilliant, because I can see. But GlassesUSA.com is a website where you can cut out the middleman and buy glasses directly online. They have thousands of styles at really affordable prices, and they even have this virtual try-on tool where you can like upload a photo of yourself and try the glasses on your face before buying them. I'll insert some photos of me doing that because I did that. But GlassesUSA.com do such a wide variety of products. As I said, there are thousands of styles. There are prescription lenses, which are what I've got because I'm short-sighted. They also do sunglasses and blue light blocking glasses as well. So if you're someone that spends a lot of time staring at screens, blue light is apparently really good for helping reduce that eye strain, reducing headaches, helping you sleep more, enhancing productivity, etc. So that's always an option as well. Just to give you a little bit of a taste of what's on offer at GlassesUSA.com, they do offer over 9,000 frame styles from designer brands such as Ray-Ban to their own in-house designs as well. But I will take you through the ones that I have got, because this pair is the first pair I've opened, but I do have some others here as well, and honestly having options is gonna like change my vision game entirely. So these particular ones on my face right at the second are called Otto Valetudo. They've got like a silver frame but also a black frame. Like the black frame is encased in a silver frame, and then very dainty edges here. I like them a lot. I feel like this could end up being like a new daily pair of glasses for me. And now I can't see. Let's go for this pair next. What are these? Oh, I've got little extra feet. Oh, these are the like geometric ones. And these are in more of a like coppery colour. These are, again, Ototo or Ototo Biagio. And they're more of a hexagonal shape. Oh, they kind of blend into my face, I think, because of that colour. But a little bit different, a little bit funky. They're very pretty. These ones, Ototo, again, I think all of the ones I got are from this Ototo collection. Alcio? Oh, and they've got green on the arms. That's pretty. But I think I'm going to like these ones a lot as well. And they all are so comfortable. Like on the head. You know how sometimes you can get glasses that really like dig into the back of your ears? These are really comfortable. I like them. And then there is one more pair. Yes, and these are like gunmetal coloured. I like these as well. They've got like the brow line design, which I quite like. These ones are called Meow. Ototo Meow. Meow. What a name. But yeah, that's a taste of some of the styles available at GlassesUSA.com, and they all have my prescription in them. And with the affordable price, you can't really go wrong. Honestly, getting these frames with my prescription, I love the fact that these little prescription cards came with it, because I had a whole faff with my prescription last time where Jake had accidentally thrown it in the bin. Now I have a really handy card that he's not going to throw in the bin. But you can get like a full set of glasses from like a starting point of $30. And I've been putting off getting new glasses for such a long time because they're so expensive, but with glassesusa.com, they're really not that expensive and they are nice quality products. I'm a big fan of these ones with the like silver and the black. I don't know, I think these might be my favourites. But anyway, there is a link to glassesusa.com in my description. Feel free to use that, check them out, have a browse, use the virtual try-on tool to see what suits you, and grab yourself some very affordable prescription or non-prescription sunglasses, blue light blocking glasses, whatever you need for your vision. Feel free to use that link in the description box down below. So once again, thank you very much to glassesusa.com for sponsoring this video. That all being said, let's talk about Gavin, because we are here to talk about Gavin. Gavin from How to Train Your Gavin, a middle grade lover, so well known for his masses of middle grade recommendations, and there are a lot of his favourite books that I have already read. It would be criminal to start this video without mentioning Frostheart. Now, I'm not reading Frostheart this week because I've already read them both and already given them both 5 stars. But Frostheart is Gavin's absolute favourite middle grade, but as I've already read it, I don't need to do it again. So, yeah. But these, fantastic. 5 stars from me too. However, his second favourite middle grade, which is Where the Mountain Meets the Moon, I have not yet read. So I have decided to start this off with this, because that just makes sense. And I have already started it. I am 118 pages in. It's been reading really quickly and I'm really liking the way that it's been told as well so far. It's very classic fairy tale with like the folk tales woven within it. It follows a young girl called Minli who is on a journey to change her family's fortune. Her family are not necessarily very well off and she goes on a journey to change her family's fortune. There's a dragon that cannot fly, there's talking fish, and she's off to try and meet the man in the moon. The old man of the moon, sorry. But yeah, it's really fast going so far. I'm having a lot of fun with it, but I will update you more when I have more thoughts. But so far it's really heartwarming, very easy breezy read. I'm having a good time. So this video is off to a good start. As for what else you can expect from this video, a lot of Gavin's other favourites I have already read. So this list may not come across as Gavin's absolute favourite middle grades that he raves about all the time, because I've already read a lot of those. A Pinch of Magic, Nevermore, Frostheart, etc. So it's a more curated list from him to me, and I'm going to try and get through as many of those as I can, especially for Whatever You Want-a-thon as well, with us both being the middle grade monarchs. It makes sense. So that's the plan. But yeah, I'm gonna go and settle down and read some more of this, but welcome to the vlog. Hello, let's have an update. It is the next day, which makes it Thursday, I think. Is it Thursday? It is Thursday. Yes, I started this on a Wednesday. Yeah, it's Thursday now. It's been a day. And I have finished Where the Mountain Meets the Moon by Grace Lynn, which is Gavin's second favourite middle grade. I've already told you this, and I really enjoyed it. It was really sweet, it was really fast paced and told so whimsically, like such a classic folktale. I really enjoyed it, full of morals and lessons learned and the secret to happiness and finding your own fortune. It was really adorable. Such a quick read, and honestly I can't think of anyone that I wouldn't recommend this to. It was just really wholesome and a pleasant enjoyable experience. I will say I haven't fallen in love with it. Star rating wise, I haven't core piled it. I tend to not core pile things in these videos, I'm noticing. But I'm feeling very 4-star about it. Like, it was good, it was solidly good. I had a fantastic time. I enjoyed it a lot, but definitely hasn't given me those 5-star feels. I didn't feel invested enough for it to be 5-star. Like, the stakes didn't feel high or whatever. But it was a classically told fairy tale, basically. So I don't think it was ever going to. Therefore, it did what it set out to do. I think it told the story the way that it wanted to, and it did that effectively. The style was correct for it. It worked very well, but just not quite those 5-star feels. But still very enjoyable, and I can see why Gavin loves this so much, because it was great. Will I read the sequel? Absolutely. I would love to read the sequel. What is the sequel called? When the Sea Turned to Silver. I might throw that one on my wish list, because I would quite like to read that as well. But yeah, 4 stars for this. Book 1 from Gavin's list for me, accomplished and thoroughly enjoyed, although I really do expect to enjoy all of these because they're all going to be fun middle grades. Now, moving on to book 2 of this. I've gone through his list, and there are some higher in the list that I do want to go for, but I'm drawn to one that is, I don't know if these are in any particular order. I don't think they are, other than this. I don't think they're in an order. But we're going for we're going for spot 7 on the list, because it's one that I'm really eager to read myself anyway, and it's on my TBR for this month, so this works really well. And that is to finally read The Ship of Shadows by Maria Kuznia. This is a KJM illustrated cover. Carl James Mountford is one of my favourite illustrators. I tend to love all the books that he's illustrated, and I haven't read this one yet, and I would really, really like to. This is about a female pirate crew, a girl named Alasia. She longs for magic and adventure, and this female pirate ship sailed right out of legend, and it wants her. But life aboard the Ship of Shadows is more than she bargained for, and it will take all of her strength and skill to gain the trust of her new fellow pirates and discover what they are risking everything to find. So piratey, adventure, middle grade, all-female crew. This just sounds like exactly what I want right now, so I'm really eager to dive into this. So I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to dive straight into this because I'm ridiculously excited. This cover is just gorgeous. I love it so much. And this was actually gifted by Gav as well, so double win. In fact, I'm pretty sure this one was gifted by Gav as well. Yes, it was. So double win. But yeah, I'm gonna get started on this because I am really eager and really in a reading mood. So I'm just gonna dive straight from one into the next. Hello, it's been a little while since we last spoke. Last time I spoke, I'm pretty sure I told you I was reading The Ship of Shadows. I'd just finished Where the Mountain Meets the Moon, and that one got a 4-star, right? I've also finished The Ship of Shadows this evening. I don't know if I gave you a midway update on this one. I've kind of just been reading without vlogging. But I liked this one. It was good fun. I will admit I didn't love it as much as I wanted to, but it still got 4 stars. It just scraped 4 stars on Corepile, so it got 7.14 on Corepile, which is the rating system created by G at Bookroast, Cawpile. If you search it up, you can find it. But yeah, it just scraped 4 stars on that. I liked it. I had a good time. I liked the plot. I liked the adventure. I just wasn't entirely gripped to this. Like, I wasn't feeling like if I put this down, I need to pick it back up immediately. But I was still having a really good time. It's a fun, female, piratey adventure with secrets and shadows, and it's a good recipe. I don't know what it was that didn't make me absolutely fall in love with it. I don't know. But I did still have a very good time. 4 stars is still a very good rating. Obviously, I don't feel like I need to defend that. But I think that all of the middle grade I'm going to read this week is going to be good. So yeah, I had a good time. I'm glad that I finally read this, of course, with it being one of Gavin's favourites, one that he's recommended me many times, one that he also gifted me and is on his list for this video. So I'm really glad to have read it. I did have a good time. Will I read the sequel? Absolutely. Yes, I will. And with it being a KJM cover as well, I'm glad that I enjoyed it because it's beautiful. But yeah, if you want pirates, if you want secrets and shadows, and adventure at sea to find a lost city, then it's got all of those ingredients, and I did have a very good time. But yeah, 4 stars for this one. I have then started A Darkness of Dragons by S.A. Patrick. Where does this feature on his list? It's definitely on there, because I've got all the books I'm reading stacked up, ready to go. This is number 3 on the list. I think I've already said I'm not sure if this list is necessarily in any order, but it is coming in at number 3 there. And this is a lot of fun. I started this today. It's Monday, by the way, so I've been at work today. I started this on my way to work this morning. It is 10:30. And I am 242 pages in. I am having a blast with this. This is fun. I'm having a really good time. It's still giving me 4-star feels. I'm not feeling like amazingly in love with it, but this is a good time, and this is a book that clearly I want to gobble up in one sitting as quickly as possible. If I put this down, I want to read it again because my intrigue is so high. This is about a young boy called Patch who is a piper, but in this world there is the history of a particular piper that did something awful, and now that song that piper played is like the worst of crimes. If you play that song, that is the worst of crimes, and Patch finds himself in a situation where he plays that song. He's disgraced. There's a cursed rat. She's a wealthy man's daughter that's been cursed by a sorcerer to be a rat. And then there is a dracogryph and all sorts of magical, wondrous things. And all of these things line up somehow. But I'm having such a good time with this one. Like, it's really fast-paced, really exciting. And I just want to keep gobbling it up, so I'm gonna continue. Part of me is like, will I finish this tonight? I don't think I'll finish this tonight, but I will definitely finish this tomorrow. So this one has definitely caught my interest the most so far. I mean, it's only the 3rd book of this video, but this one's definitely caught my interest the most. It's got me the most excited. Could also be something to do with my own emotional state, like today's a day where I'm feeling a little bit better myself. But yeah, I'm excited to be reading this, and I'm really eager to just carry on, so I'm gonna go and carry on. But yeah, this one, Darkness of Dragons by S.A. Patrick, has definitely caught my interest, and there's a sequel to this as well. I can't remember the title off the top of my head. No, it doesn't have the title in the back, but there is a sequel to this, which I definitely will want to get my mitts on. But yeah, I'm having a good time. I just knew that making this video was going to be so much fun because Gavin's middle grade recommendations are always so much fun. So I'm really glad that I'm having a good time with this, and I'm just eager to keep going. So I'm going to keep gobbling up that middle grade and let you know. Next time we speak, I will have finished this. So I'm excited about that. Hello, happy Tuesday evening. I told you next time we speak I will have finished A Darkness of Dragons, and I did. I had such a good time with this. This was such a fast-paced, adventurous, action-packed, fun time. I had such a good time with this. I'm so glad that I finally read it. It's been on my, like, anticipated to read middle grades list for such a long time, and I finally knocked it off. Thank you so much, Gavin, for including this on your list. Thank you for recommending it. Thank you for pushing this one, because I really enjoyed it. Can I wait for the sequel? No, I'm really excited for the sequel. The sequel is A Vanishing of Griffins. And now I've read this one, I know exactly why, because I know what adventure we're going on in the sequel. I know what we're trying to get to now because I've read this one, and I'm really excited about it, so I need to get my hands on A Vanishing of Griffins. This was great. I haven't run it through Core Pile, but gut feeling is a solid, high, fun 4-star. Just not quite those like 5-star feels. Like 5-star really has to be something super special. And not quite there, like I wasn't that emotionally invested, but damn, did I have fun? Yes. Did I have a good time? Yes. Would I recommend? Absolutely. Yes. Dragons, magic, adventure. The Dracogryph character was really fun, and the rat, or the little girl that's cursed into a rat, it was just such an unlikely band of friends. This outlawed child, a little girl that's cursed to be a rat, and a Dracogryph. They're running from the law, but also trying to save the land. It was just such a good time. So yeah, I'm really happy with this. 3 books down from Gavin's list. Let me pull it up just so I've got it in front of me, even though I know what my next read is. So I've read number 1. I've read number 3, I've read number 7, I'm now hopping back up to number 6, and we're reading Strange Worlds Travel Agency by L.D. Lipinski. I know that Gavin's done an interview with LD on his channel before, and I know that he has loved this, and I'm pretty sure he loved the sequel as well, so it's about time I get to this one. Again, it's one of those middle grades that's been like on my highly anticipated to read middle grades list, and I'm really excited to finally knock it off and read it. I've heard so many good things, not just from Gavin, but from lots of other people as well, so I'm excited to dive into this one. I haven't started it yet, but that is my plan this evening. I'm hoping to get a move on, get started. I'm really excited. I think this one is also gonna be a lot of fun, but I think that about every book I'm reading for this video. But yeah, I will update you when I have some thoughts on this, but I'm having a really good time with these reads. My hair has dried after having a shower, so it's just kind of falling all over the place. But yeah, I'm having a good time. I'm excited to dive in, so that's what I'm gonna go and do. Hello! Small update for you on this. Is it Wednesday? Come on, phone. Wednesday evening. I've just done some spontaneous Patreon sprints and have made a little dent in Strange Worlds Travel Agency. I am here, so I'm pretty happy with where I'm up to. Page 165, chapter 17, and considering I only started it on my lunch break today, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm enjoying this so far. It took a little bit to like get into it, only a little bit. But I'm enjoying the premise, I'm enjoying the beginnings of the adventure, the travelling has commenced, and I think it's only going to go uphill from here, so I'm really enjoying myself with this one so far, and hopefully I can finish it tomorrow. That's kind of the plan. I feel like I've picked the pace up with my reading a little bit this week, which is fantastic. Obviously last week was really hard anyway, so not going to beat myself up about that too much, but I'm really happy to be making more progress, getting somewhere, and reading middle grades and enjoying middle grades, and especially for Whateverthon being your middle grade monarch, and obviously reading Gavin's favourites. I'm glad to be enjoying myself and enjoying my reads. I knew that this video was a good idea, but right now I am sweating. It's so ridiculously hot, so I'm going to go to bed and try and sleep. But yeah, I'm having a good time. Hello, it is time for an update. It is Saturday. I am ashamed at how long it took me to finish this book, but I have finished Strange Worlds Travel Agency by L.D. Lipinski. I finished it this morning and I liked it. I had a good time. I didn't love it, I didn't fall in love with it, and I didn't like really want to gobble this up. It didn't quite hook me as much as say A Darkness of Dragons did, but I still had a really good time. So I feel quite similarly with this one as how I did about Ship of Shadows. Like, I liked it, I had a good time, I enjoyed it, I would recommend it, but didn't fall in love with it. Didn't immediately have to gobble it up. So I think A Darkness of Dragons is probably my favourite one of this video so far, but still a solid 4-star read. I still want to read the sequel. Where this left off, I feel like the sequel is probably going to be better, because a decent portion of this, like, is before we even really understand the travelling, because this is obviously about a young girl called Flick who learns about the Strange Worlds travel agency and the Strange Worlds Society, where they travel through portals into different worlds via suitcases. So a decent portion of this is her learning about that, learning what it is, like, a little bit before we even encounter that. So it took a little while to get into, and I don't know, the pacing just wasn't, like, entirely there for me to want to gobble this up immediately, but I feel like the sequel, which I actually have just here, like, because we already have all of that information, I feel like for this one we're probably gonna, like, jump straight into it. We already know so much. Of course there's more for us to learn, but I feel like this is just gonna up it compared to this one. But still a solid 4-star read, still a solid recommendation, and I would recommend. I do look forward to getting to the sequel at some point, but that's not going to be just yet, because my next book for this video is The 10 Riddles of Arthur Quicksmith by Loris Owen. I have started this. I'm 64 pages in. I'm already not sure how I feel about this one. Let me just pull up where this is on Gavin's list. It's number 4 on this list, so it's the 4th one he thought of in his list of curated recommendations for me. Where the Mountain Meets the Moon is number 1, which obviously I did first. Number 2 is Beyond the Deep Woods by Paul Stewart and Chris Riddell. I don't have that, so I am skipping number 2. Number 3 was A Darkness of Dragons, which I really enjoyed. Number 4, The 10 Riddles of Arthur Quicksmith. Obviously I'm not going to be able to get through his entire list in this video, so I am kind of picking out the ones that I'm more drawn to or that I have. Mainly that I have. But yeah, it's number 4 in his list, so still pretty highly recommended, and one that Gavin has said to me that he particularly thinks that I will like. But at 64 pages in, I mean, that's obviously not very far, and I'm going to give it a lot more time. But the writing doesn't feel right. I don't know what it is about it, but I'm not liking the writing style. Something about the way it's written just doesn't feel comfortable. I don't know. Like, it feels like an effort to get the words on the page to make sense in my brain. Not that it's, like, complicated, just the writing style, like, it takes a second for anything to actually go in. I don't know. But of course I am going to give this more of a chance than 64 pages, so I will continue. But yeah, I'm already feeling a little bit iffy about this one. But this is about a young boy called Kip. I'm not entirely sure what's happened with his family, but it's just him and his dad. I think his mum is still around, but not, like, present. It hasn't really been explained. Yet, anyway. But he goes to school, he hates school, and he's really into puzzles and chess. And there is... I don't know what's given away on the blurb. Okay, he's given an invitation. It's on the blurb, so I can tell you this. Like, a drone approaches him. He thinks it's a prank, and he's given an invitation, or what he works out is an invitation to Quicksmiths. And this is going to change everything he knows about life. Like, it's going to change everything for him. It's going to change his world, as the slogan goes. But it's all based in puzzle and riddle and working things out, which is why I think I would really enjoy it. I like that aspect of it. Like, I liked him working out the first riddle, or puzzle, whatever you want to call it, to get to where he needs to get to and where he's at now. It's just the writing style that's feeling a bit weird to me. But the premise seems like something I'm going to really enjoy, so I am going to keep going. I will report back later. Maybe not when I've finished it, because there's still a lot to go. but just to let you know how my feelings develop on the writing, etc. So I will try and check back in with you a little bit later on. But yeah, also orange sprayed edges. It's just beautiful. It's beautiful. Hello, it is much later on Saturday. It's actually now 10:20, and I did tell you I would update you when I was a little bit further in the 10 riddles to let you know how my feelings developed. I finished it. I have read this entire thing today. I definitely don't think the writing style was for me. The writing was a little bit all over the place. I didn't mesh with the writing style, and the weird chapter formatting. Like, there were chapters, and then within the chapters there were like subtitled sections. There'd just be like a page that was subtitled, or like a few paragraphs that had a subtitle, so it was like mini chapters within chapters. So the structuring was a little bit weird, but the intrigue was definitely there. Like, for the first 50-60 pages, a little piece of me was like, am I gonna DNF this for the writing style? But I'm so glad that I pushed on past the weirdness I feel about the writing style, because the plot was really good, the riddles was good. Like, the whole premise of this was something I thought I would enjoy, and I did end up really enjoying it. Definitely not my favourite of this video. I think that still goes to A Darkness of Dragons, but I did end up really enjoying it, and definitely is one that I would recommend. It's feeling, again, very, like, solid 4-star from me. I had a good time. If anything, I think once I've core-piled it, like, its writing score might be a little bit lower. I still had a really good time. Admittedly, there were points in this where I think the pacing was a little bit wrong. Like, it took a really long time to solve one riddle, and then they would solve a couple, like, in really quick succession, so the pacing just felt a little bit off and a little bit unbelievable. And the plot twist towards the end, I didn't see coming. But, like, I didn't see coming in such a way that it feels like it was kind of thrown in there with no logic or reasoning for it. So it definitely has its flaws. But the premise of these kids finding these riddles and solving these riddles, these, like, thousands of years old riddles, and this magic in this world, this, like, futuristic school setting. I always have a weird thing with school settings, but I quite liked it. Because this follows Kip, who ends up going to Quicksmith's school and learning about all of these, like, futuristic things that's almost like magic, but it's apparently rooted in science. So it's like wormholes and, like, stitches in time and thought waves and stuff. So it's all based in science, but feels like magic. But I did end up having a really good time with this. So, 4 stars. I liked a lot. Gavin's doing very well with this. How many reads is that? Is that 4 reads now? Let me just pull up his list. I can't believe I read it so quickly. Like, I wasn't planning on the next update for you being me saying I finished it. Like, I did want to update you midway through, like, as I was more excited. But I've been on sprints, and I've just been absolutely sprinting through it. So I've done Where the Mountain Meets the Moon, A Darkness of Dragons, The 10 Riddles of Earth Quicksmith, The Strange Worlds Travel Agency, and The Ship of Shadows. So I've actually done 5. I forgot about Strange Worlds, even though I finished that this morning. So yeah, Where the Mountain Meets the Moon, Darkness of Dragons, 10 Riddles of Earth Quicksmith, Strange Worlds Travel Agency, and The Ship of Shadows. So that is 5. 5 is normally where I call it on these sort of things, like 4 or 5 for a read it like tends to be the limit. However, I'm gonna read something for Read It Like Gavin that isn't even on Gavin's list, and this is gonna be my last read of this video, and I'm really excited to do this because it's Rainbow Grey by Laura Ellen Anderson. It's a beautiful rainbow edition, and this is because Gavin is in this book. Oh, there he is. Gavin's in the book. He is Gusty Gavin Wetherington in this book. So it would be wrong for me not to, and I know that he does really like it. He's been promoting it a lot. He did some giveaways for it. He did an event with Laura Ellen Anderson for it. So I know that he does really like it. It hadn't come out at the time that he gave me his list, actually, so it might have even worked its way on there. but it just feels like the right thing to do. So I'm going to wrap this video up with this one. And so far everything's been 4-star, so if we carry on that wave, we could have another 4-star. We will see, but I'm really excited to dive into this. I think it's going to be really fast-paced, so I should finish it tomorrow too. That's kind of the plan. So yeah, I'm excited to dive into this and meet Gavin, and of course, Rainbow Grey. I'm really excited. I got to the bit in Rainbow Grey with Gavin. There he is. There he is. It's Gavin. It's Gusty Gavin Wetherington. Perfect. I'm very glad to have met him. Hello, it is Sunday evening. I had my jab today. So, if I flail around with this arm, that's why. It's really dead. It hurts a fair bit. Jab was fine though, and it's happened, it's done. I haven't felt too sleepy or headachy, but I've been told that tomorrow's when the side effects will happen, so we'll see how I'm doing then. But you won't see that because I think this is going to be the last clip of this vlog, because I finished Rainbow Grey. This was so sweet, so wholesome, such a fun time. Like, I just felt like I was having a good time whilst reading it. It was like stress-free, I wasn't tense, it was just a good time. I was just having fun, enjoying myself, and it was a really quick read too. Helps massively that there are a lot of these like full page illustrations in here, but oh my goodness, the illustrations are adorable. I haven't read any Laura Ellen Anderson before, I haven't read the Amelia Fang books, but I really want to now just because this was so cute. I would like to read more of her stuff, so this is all going well. But yeah, I had a really good time. I will say it didn't quite like make me feel enough for it to be a 5-star, so it's another very solid 4-star rating, but it was really just heartwarming and cute and about love and friendship and, you know, those morals that middle grades often have about discovering who you are and where you belong and the true value of friendship, and it was just really cute. And Weather Magic and Nim the Cloud Cat was adorable. So yeah, I had a really good time with this one, which means that for this video, bear with me while I try and pick these up. For this video, I've read this stack of middle grades, and every single one of them has been 4-star. So not any 5 stars, not any new ultimate favourites, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 4-star middle grades. And would I recommend them? Absolutely, I would recommend all of them, and all of them come recommended to me from Gavin. So thank you, Gavin, for this recommendation stack. I've had an amazing time reading them. All of them have been a whole bunch of fun. And if you, viewer, are looking to read any of these and want to know if it's also approved by me, it is. I can't wait to dive into sequels for these as well, because I know the sequel to Ship of Shadows is soon, the sequel to Darkness of Dragons is already out, the sequel to Strange Worlds, again, already out. I want to get to the sequel to Where the Mountain Meets the Moon as well, so even more books to read have come from this as well, because I want to continue these stories. I had a really good time. I say this all went really, really well. And will I read more middle grades recommended by Gavin? Abso-friggin-lutely. Of course I will. Always. I'm gonna put them down though, because I can't really use this arm a lot. But yeah, that does bring us to an end with this vlog, so I hope you have enjoyed, and I would like to once again say thank you to GlassesUSA.com for sponsoring this video. I have loved wearing these glasses. I have worn them pretty much every day since receiving them, and it's been a few weeks now. I've been filming this for a really long time, but I've been complimented on them at work, and it has meant that I haven't once got in my car without my glasses, which is what I used to find myself doing very often. But because I've now got options, affordable options, it's been great to be able to change up my face. But there is a link to glassesusa.com down below in the description for you to check them out, check out the thousands of styles at affordable prices yourself, and thank you glassesusa.com for sponsoring this video. But yeah, I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, give us a thumbs up, chat to me down below, let me know if you have read any of these, what your opinions are, if there are any middle grades that you want to recommend to me as well, and of course, who you would like to see me read it like next. But yeah, with all that being, with all that being said, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!